rather than, just your designer stuff. Now, I know that is ridiculous, but, in my position with an over 8-figure investment portfolio and a business that makes millions a year, I really like fashion, and I really don't like labels or brands. I like to be, more under the radar with what I wear, but that's an area of life that I still like to spend a lot of money in. So as I said, this is coming from someone who spends a lot of money on their wardrobe, and I'm even telling you it's so unnecessary. Back in the day, I used to go to some of these brands like Uniqlo, Muji, or I'd even go to, outlet stores of some of the brands that I liked. Brands like Zadig and Voltaire, Sandra, which are a little bit more on the pricier side, but if you go to outlet stores, you get them very cheap. Or I used to even go to secondhand stores, especially when I lived in London. There were some really good secondhand stores that had very nice brands. It's just they've been worn before. And I would take all this cheap or at least relatively inexpensive clothing, and I would take it to my tailor, and I would look way better than the people who spent 10 times as much as I did, but they didn't bother to get their stuff altered or tailored. And as I said, I was doing that stuff, 2-3 years ago when I'd already made millions of dollars. So as I said, the reason I include this in is because it really pains me to see people who are on their way to making their first $1 million. And that's a very important point in your life. And they're wasting money on designer brands and this and that. So